Have you seen anything like this before?
Yeah,
What's like your like first thoughts when you see it?
a lot of blood. Yeah, a lot of blood.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Not necessarily entertaining, but
Yeah, it's definitely not entertaining. Unfortunately, that's just like how the industry works with
I don't necessarily mind the killing. I more mind the raising.
the raising.
Yeah. Yeah, see, you have them in coops like that. I don't like that.
So do you think like it would be okay to like kill like if they were raised like humanely?
Yes. Yeah.
Really, yeah.
It's just the way it is, you know.
What about like if it was like a dog? Like if a dog was raised humanely, would
Same
it?
thing. It's a live or die world. It's the same argument.
It's a very large lifestyle.
But if you had like the choice to like kill it or like not kill it and still like live healthy, you think it would still be like
You mean
morally?
like scrape off a little sliver of it every year until it heals?
Well, like I mean, if there was like an alternative, like if there was like a healthier alternative to not eating animals, so basically like a vegan option or like a vitamin that you could take to get all the necessary nutrients you need without causing the moral dilemma of killing it. Like, would you do that, like personally?
You can give me a really good equivalency that over a long period of time doesn't cause me any health issues. I would consider it.
Sick, yeah. Have you ever heard of this film called The Game Changers?
The Game Changers?
Yeah, it's worth checking out because there's a lot of athletes that have seen it that's changed their game. Basically, it's about how, if you Google it, The Game Changers, it's a documentary about how professional athletes switch to a plant-based diet and they improve their performance. Now, obviously, you got to do it the right way. You can't just sit there eating, like bread and rice all day long. Like the thing is, like a lot of people when they try to go vegan or plant-based, they just cut off animals, but they don't really like implement like veganism the right way to where it actually keeps them healthy. But they basically did a documentary.
You have to have a really diverse diet of
Absolutely.
grain, fruits, veggies, seeds.
Exactly. Yeah. So you know this stuff. Like you got to be well-rounded in like the food pyramid to actually be healthy. But I mean, the point is, I think like with the whole organization of this Anonymous with Voiceless and with the vegan movement itself is just to kind of educate people that there is a healthier alternative, even though it's not as obvious because with propaganda, eggs is like, oh, you need eggs, you need meat. But in actuality, if you conceptually think about it, where do all the animals get the vitamins and nutrients from? The plants. So if you know what plants have what nutrients and what, vegetables have what vitamins and stuff like that, you can kind of like have a healthy lifestyle, live long without having the need to kill the animals. Now, be it, of course, we did kill animals at a certain point in history, like the Ice Age when we didn't have an option. But in the modern age, with modern problems come modern solutions. So that's kind of like the whole idea of like this movement where we're kind of seing that there's a fact.
Is your short-term goal to wane people off of it slowly?
The actual goal is just to educate people. So we're not here to like force an ideology. We're just here to educate people what's happening.
Get people thinking about it.
Yeah, because the whole revolutions these days aren't with guns and violence. It's through boycotting, right? As you probably know.
Advocacy.
Exactly. So the whole idea of our movement is to boycott the products that they're just recklessly doing factory farming, killing animals, and have a better alternative solution. Which in a world like that we have today, especially in the first world countries, you could be vegan and be healthy. Whereas if you're in like the Ice Age, like we discussed before, so it's just to kind of
like that anymore.
Exactly. So like there's so many vegan options around in the world where you can be healthy, live healthier, and just have a much better lifestyle, health-wise and ethically, and prevent this kind of stuff from happening. Because this is like
there's no respect in
it's pretty disgusting.
Shoving him in a box and then the stun gun.
It's not. And the way I think about it, from like a spiritual.
And he goes back for a second shot.
Yeah, and the reason they're doing this is because they're getting forced to do it. Like if they don't kill like 5,000, like they have a quota. Like if they have to kill 1,000 animals in like a day, if they don't, they won't get their bonuses. So they don't care about what the cow feels. They don't care about what the chicken feels. They're just doing it because it's like, I'm getting paid, I have to do it. Not to mention, a lot of the people that are doing it, they're like from like prison, like they're volunteering to cut down their prison time to kill animals. So they're doing the dirty job that no one else is allowing them to do. You guys have to leave? Or sorry?
Yeah.
It's starting to
Okay.
rain too.
But good talking to you,
But
man.
thank you,
yeah.
seriously. Thank you for educating people.
Absolutely, man. Yeah.
Okay.
I would highly recommend watching it because at the end of the documentary, they show how what Jesus had commanded in the Bible and what he wrote down, aka the Old Testament, who exactly shifted and who exactly changed everything of his words. Because if you remember from the Old Testament, it said, "Now I have created every seed-bearing plant," or something. You guys remember? You guys probably know this.
Yeah, we're in a Bible
we all in
class.
private school.
Yeah, it said, "I created every seed-bearing plant for you guys to consume." And then
Yes.
the New Testament, suddenly there's a huge change where it's like, okay, now he gave him fish, now he's giving him meat, now he's commanding him to kill his son. So there's a big inconsistency with the Old Testament and the New Testament. Christspiracy is a documentary. I can't explain the whole documentary because they document it, but it's I would really consider watching that.
Yeah.
I will.
But conceptually, I'll give you this, because like I kind of come from like a sciencey background.
Yeah.
I respect religions, but I come from a science background in the sense of how I understand God. If God wanted you to kill animals, think about this, like outside of Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, if you wanted us to kill animals, why is it that the animal kills us through diseases when we consume a lot of it versus when we're
I
on?
think that's more diseases, and I mean the animal's not really killing you.
The animal gets the disease.
It's
more
more of a disease.
Well, exactly.
It's not like God giving the animal disease.
Well, here's the thing.
It's not
If
the animal's fault they got pregnant.
It's
What if you're a lion, right? If you're a lion that's eating those animals, a lion would never get a heart attack from eating too much meat. A human, if we eat too much chicken nuggets, if we eat too much meat or steak,
Well, chicken nuggets aren't.
That's just
they're-
like that's like a choice.
processed.
I feel
Yeah,
like.
that's
a choice.
processed. That's
so if you
not-
so you're saying
so if you're
if you're eating
eating, like,
raw
chicken breast.
raw animals.
yeah.
Well,
I cook them.
okay. Well, here's the thing.
yeah.
Why do we need to cook them? If we
So
don't.
we make them healthy.
Cook the disease.
No, but we don't have to cook vegetables and fruits.
So-
They're ready. They're ready to
can.
be
Well,
eaten.
'cause there's a
No, you
disease.
can. You absolutely
There's a
can.
disease in raw meat.
Exactly. There's a disease in raw meat
Well,
for us, but not for a
Are
carnivore
you
or
saying
omnivore.
vegetables can't be like unhealthy
Before
for you either? Like,
before there was
they
sin,
get-
there was no diseases. After sin happened,
It can't
the
happen then.
diseases in meat.
Wait, hold on. I'm not
Satan
following
put that
along.
in.
So you're saying diseases happened? What do you mean after sin?
Yes.
Okay, so meat contains.
Satan put diseases into the world.
Okay, but why not in a fruit or vegetable?
There is diseases in fruit.
What
there can be.
what kind?
Well, what's that one fruit? There's fruit. Well, like a dragon fruit. If you eat a dragon fruit without
I mean, here's the thing. There's raw vegans, right? There's raw food people. There's people eat raw foods, but if you eat raw meat, what happens?
You get sick.
Yeah, exactly. And it's because the human body is what? Frugivorous, right? We're meant to survive and
Like
thrive
God
off.
made us that way.
What do you mean?
Like God made our bodies like that.
Bodies like what?
What's the word you just said?
Frugivores, right? We're frugivores. A carnivore doesn't need to cook at all. An omnivore doesn't need to cook at all. An herbivore can digest meat if they cook it right. So it's like if you season the meat in a proper way, cook it, kill the bacteria, then you can eat it. But is that truly natural? Like you were just referencing about processed food being bad for us.
Hello?
But do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's basically, if you wanted to go the natural route,
okay,
what
yeah,
God
okay,
wanted you to do, why is it that cooking? Why do you have to cook meat? Why can't you eat meat like a real carnivore or omnivore?
Because you get sick.
Exactly. So you would get sick, hence a way of God telling us that this food is not meant for us, versus people healing diseases through plant-based diets.
Hey, we got it. All right.
All right. Well, good talking to you guys. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
God
good.
save you.
What's like your first thoughts when you see this footage?
It's pretty nasty.
Pretty nasty, huh? Do you know why this happens? So this is actually standard legal practice in slaughterhouses. So when people buy meat and dairy products, this is what happens behind the scenes. So we're just putting this footage out here. I know it's disturbing, but we just put it out here to show people what's really happening right now as we speak when people want to buy the products, the meat and dairy products. They unfortunately don't let us show it online because they get censored and blocked, so we have to show it somewhere so that way people know that this is what's happening. Do you consume meat and dairy products like cheese? Yeah. I used to consume it too, but the whole movement that we're trying to promote is basically boycotting the products that cause this type of suffering. So whenever your dollar goes to meat, even though this looks like an innocent burger, tastes good, it's amazing, you just want to enjoy time with your son and kids, this is what's happening behind the scenes. So what we try to advocate for is to choose the plant-based burger, choose the vegan burger.
I'm against it, 100%. You know, I don't like this, but I'm against those stuff as well, because they are adding a lot of stuff to plant-based burger that you really don't know what it is. They are adding a lot of other stuff to it as well. So I think there is no good, you know, middle ground in between. This is nasty. That's not good either. So I really don't know what's the good answer to this question.
I feel like, I mean, meat arguably is also bad. You know, it has cholesterol, it gives you diseases, and then the vegan meat, as you said, there's chemicals in it, and it's also bad. So they're both bad, but one is
coming from, you know, nature, and we used to consume meat for millions of years, and who knows for how many, you know, years, as long as humans are living on this earth. And I really don't know what's the good answer. I've tried both.
Well, I studied biology, and according to my bio professor, we ate meat for survival. So, like, you know, when we're in the ice age, when there's no trees, no plants, this is when we humans started eating meat. But majority of the time, for like the humans that live the longest, in those societies, they ate vegetation the most. Meat is also, like you said, it's natural for, like, you know, you're stuck on the island by yourself. There's nothing else to eat. Then you survive and sustain yourself. But health-wise, like, even to forget the vegan burger, like the Beyond Burger, because you said there's chemicals. If you do eat the raw foods, the food that nature made, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, this is the real food, I think, that we've been eating even longer than we've been eating meat. So some people, they go hardcore where they eat only healthy food, but obviously, you know, with these restaurants, it's either vegan burger or meat burger. There's no apple inside a restaurant, you know, to get.
As you studied biology or something like that, we are not only, in my opinion, we are not only, you know, vegetarian eater animal. So we can eat both, and we can consume both.
I asked the same question to my bio professor. You know what they said? They said we can behave like an omnivore, right? This is what you're talking about. Omnivore means you eat plants and animals, but herbivore means that you eat only plants. Technically speaking, this is what his answer was. Humans can behave like anything, but their physiological is similar to an herbivore. They're physiologically herbivorous, meaning that we can behave like an omnivore, we can behave like a carnivore, like a lion, we can behave like cannibals. Cannibal means we eat other humans. We can behave like anything what you want to do, because if you just sit one day and say, I'm only going to eat human beings now you're technically a cannibal behavior-wise, but physiological-wise, meaning anatomy-wise, the entire anatomy resembles the primates, right? Like a monkeys, the ones that ate 99% vegetation. So basically frugivores. Our hands are meant to pick fruits from the trees. If we had claws that were sharp, that means we're supposed to kill the prey. Teeth, same thing. If we bite and chew like this, that's for grains. If they were all sharp, like a tiger or like a bear, that means you're supposed to be eating meat. So even our entire body's design, it's meant and optimized to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables.
I think whole food means whole food. You know?
Yeah.
Eat the whole thing.
That's the ideal. Yeah, whole food is all. You have to eat the vegetables,
and meat, and, you know, and fish, and everything.
Well,
I consider it whole food.
Well, yeah, I guess that I see what you're saying. So whole food, even the whole animal. Okay, I see. Yeah, see, the thing is, with whole foods, it's technically healthier than processed foods, but to be even healthier than animals and fruits and vegetables that are whole foods, it's to be raw, the plants basically. So I think plants is like the epitome of what the biology is formed for, and then next is like if you're eating, you know, just whole foods that are unprocessed basically. So
I appreciate the conversation. I apologize. I have to go.
Okay, yeah, it was great talking to you, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Thank you. No, but I remember.
Oh, what's up, man? USC. Yeah, I remember you. Yeah. You're still teaching at USC or what? Yeah. Nice.
You making some content today or what?
Yeah, I'm making some content. I've been doing more like, you know, vegan education on social media.
Very good.
Yeah. You making content too, I guess.
Always.
Sick.
I go by
Yours is hella obvious. Mine's like I got this guy like
you got a wireless
like
mic?
hiding in the back. Yeah. Well, yeah, I do. You can't see it, right? Oh, hey. How's it going? It's nice to see you too.
You went to the SoCal Veg Fest.
Yeah, I was there for a bit.
I was volunteering there.
Nice. Oh, how's it going?
Well,
Glad to see you made it out here.
yes. Well, I didn't make it out here. I live like 5 minutes from here.
Sick. I remember I came to your guys' I went to her class to like teach about Anonymous for the Voiceless.
Oh yeah, UCLA.
Yes.
For like a year ago or something like that, right? Yeah.
Still picking it up there.
Yeah, about the
Did you guys
Socratic.
hear about this? What, the squirrel that got the DEC in New York took the squirrel and the raccoon and killed it, euthanized it without their consent, and because they thought they had rabies. Somebody complained, so they're trying to raise money to go after the DEC and sue them.
Holy shit.
That's what they're reporting on. There's so much more of that happening.
I'm trying to send it out to everybody and let everybody know. I only know one activist in New York, but I'm like, if I could, I would go to New York and go after the
You're
DEC
just in New
too.
York.
Oh my god, dude, this world is
I
fucked.
haven't seen you in a while.
I know I haven't seen you in a minute. I've been just so busy. I have a freaking podcast to go to after this. So I wish I could even come out to.
It's so nice of you to come out to Orange County.
Yeah, dude. It's
Cold
I,
has to be freaking raining.
I wish I could come here more. Yeah. Yeah.
This one guy earlier is like, she's recording me, because I was trying to record the conversation. He's like, I'm gonna and I'm just thinking I wish you would.
Yeah, I got my buddy recording me over here, aka my manager.
Hi, I'm Chelsea.
This is Chelsea. She's my friend.
Are you recording right now? Hair. It landed on my face. It got all over my clothes. I was so angry.
What? Oh, this fucker.
This guy's mentally deranged.
Do they need backup?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Done it for years, but I will be soon. Yeah.
Thanks for doing all you do, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm
Make
just.
content too. It's about unity. All the vegans around, all the activists come together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's
Who's your
good.
favorite activist?
I got a couple.
Let me get this on video. Who do you look up to?
The OG for me is Gary Yourofsky. I think his speech definitely made me go vegan and made me get into activism. But I have a different take. I'm more on social media, so kind of more in times.
Yeah.
So I guess Earthling Ed, Joey Carbstrong.
Those are all my favorites, man.
Yeah.
We're on the same page, brother.
Yeah. Those guys are a little bit more relevant to what I do, but I would still say respect to Gary Yourofsky, because if he didn't start the wave of activists, none of us would be here.
That's
So,
right, brother.
So he's my favorite for sure.
I definitely always shout him out first. And I just drove to New York a couple weeks ago. Just came back today. Drive.
Yeah.
And I played Gary Yourofsky to my co-driver, and we watched the whole thing because we had to drive so long. And he's vegetarian now. We went vegan, so
nice.
That
Good
guy,
shit, man.
that guy's powerful, man. Gary Yourofsky just genius. So
Yeah. He's
his work needs to be played for everybody.
absolutely.
It's the icing on the cake, so to speak, because people they want to go vegan, but they got excuses. You know?
Yeah, no, that's literally what half the job is here, finding out what their excuse is and trying to kind of navigate through it,
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And at least open the door to their minds and not slam it on them.
Yeah, I agree.